Hello, hello. It's Amanda for my brain dissection video. See, 360 view. Ignore the mess. I've got a plane to catch in a few hours. So, I'm scared to fly. So I'm kind of wishing this was my brain that was being dissected. And try to put it in a space where you can see what's going on, and the only thing I can see that's on the table with words on it is my rubric. So I'm gonna glove up. No glove, no love. I wanna start this by saying my brain was not very pretty. The video that we watched had a very pretty brain. I think my sheep died from a deformed brain. But I attempted to get most of the duramatter casing off of it. That was some tough stuff. But going over the brain as a whole. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this with the glare. I'll try. So the front part of your brain is going to be your cerebrum. Then when you look at it, you've got hills and valleys. The hills, the ridges. This part is your gyri. I'm not going to say any of this right, so please don't count off for that. And then your little valleys, the little indentions and crevices, that is your sulci. So your longitudinal, the really long fissure that divides the hemispheres. It's going to be right here, right down the middle, all the way back. Again, I didn't get all the casing off, but I was scared I was going to break something I needed. So it goes all the way back to the cerebellum, and it divides your halves into left and right. Your central sulcus is something I don't really see on mine. I do know it should be kind of not quite as big as the longitudinal fissure, but it should be across this way. And again, I think mine's broken, but it should be there. Your frontal lobe is going to be up here. You got your left and your right, respectively. Your parietal lobes are going to be more here. Your temporal lobes are on the sides. Your occipital lobes are back here. And then down here at the back, the bottom, this funky looking critter here is going to be your cerebellum. Following that line, back down here, this is formally 1 before it's cut. This is going to be your brainstem. Okay. Flipping over. It's so ugly. Ugh. This again is your brainstem. Following it up, there's typically, maybe I can see it. Okay. So this first lump or bulge right here is going to be your medulla oblongata. And I don't think you can see anything with this glare. I don't know if I can touch the camera to bring it down. I don't think that helped. But anyways. So above that, there's another little ridge right here, little bump. That's going to be your pons. I did that backwards. Okay, brainstem, pons, medulla oblongata. Spinal cord is going to be the extension down below all this. It's going to go, okay. And then something I had to look several times to see. You do have a few of your cranial nerves still attached. And this would probably have been a little bit more visible if I could have gotten all this casing off. I was terrified to mess up something I needed. But there are some of the cranial nerves still attached. Next is the optic chiasma, which that's kind of why I didn't cut this big piece off, because pre-dissection you could see it was all one piece. This little horn structure right here. This is the crossover right here. That is your optic chiasma. Going up, these are going to be the olfactory bulbs, which are apparently larger in sheep than they are in humans. Okay, your corpora quadrigemia. Yeah, that word. So if you flip it back over and we kind of separate the hemispheres from the cerebellum, this structure here, all four parts, is your corpora quadrigemia. Yep. It consists of two superior lobes, or superior colli, and inferior, which are just below, a little bit smaller. White matter. White matter is white, gray matter is gray. But I'm going to go ahead and split this in half. So, really easy way to see it. This right here is going to be your white matter. Okay, white matter. And then the darker is going to be your gray matter. That's a horrible glare, but let's see. White matter and gray matter. Your corpus callosum is going to be this white loop. It's terrible glare. I don't know how to bring it in where you can see it a little bit better. That might help. So this structure right here, this is the part that connects the left and right hemispheres, bundle of fibers. It is the corpus callosum. Just below that, there is a thin little membrane right in here. That is the septum pellucidum. And then below that here is going to be your fornix. Okay. Right behind this thin veil is going to be your lateral ventricle. Okay. Then moving down back here near the epithalamus. Down here is going to be your cerebral adduct that leads down here to your fourth ventricle. Okay. Then this section in here is going to be the diencephalon, which is going to consist of your thalamus, your hypothalamus, your epithalamus, and your pineal gland, which I'm pretty sure mine's broken because I never get enough sleep. So I don't have enough melatonin. And then lastly is going to be the tree of life, or the arbor vitae. I'm going to go with tree of life because I can say that. And that's where I was showing you the white matter and gray matter. Kind of looks like a little tree. There's little branches and everything streaming off from it. So that is my very ugly sheep brain. Hopefully it was pretty enough to give me a good grade. Thanks. Have a good night.